all water?
I guess it depends which synchros you go into, but yeah, the monsters are water, yeah, indeed. But essentially, for anyone who might have missed the previous round, the Crystron support from Superior Darkness, most importantly, is the Taurus, and it's a card that does so much, but in this case, we'll see whether there will be a possibility, because when you lose the die roll against Mermail, oh boy, is that scary.
Yeah, Mermail has some of the best tools going first out of any of the decks in the format. We've got the Deep Sea Minstrel. You can discard it and another water monster. Look at your opponent's hand and banish a card until the end phase. So cards with effects like this have been very powerful throughout all of Yu-Gi-Oh's history. Cards like Confiscation, Forceful Sentry, Trap Dust Shoot, and I'm sure everyone knows all of these cards are forbidden. So this kind of effect, not something we take lightly over here. So yeah, being able to access it to ensure all of your combos go through is just extremely powerful, and it looks like what we're going to see as Dominic adds it to his hand with the Atlantean Dragoons.
Are you surprised that Dominic is not playing Molding Glacier at all?
Oh really? That is very surprising actually, because that's one of the most powerful options going first. He is sneaking in a copy of the barrier statue there.
And yeah, that's gonna be really, really good. Takes a look at the end, and the impermanence, which has not been used, is off.
Yeah, impermanence, one of the cards, I mean, it's still good to take it out of the opponent's hand, but you know, if you take out another hand trap, then it's often quite hard to use on your first turn for Niam. But impermanence in particular can be used when you draw it on your second turn.
But here comes one of the boss monsters, the Coelicant.
Hey, he's so shiny, I can almost not make him out there. He's deep under the sea and shiny. But this is beautiful, isn't it? Because you can use your 2 monsters in the extra monster zone and clear all of your main monster zones to summon 1 million fish from the main deck. Or only 3 fish, I guess, now.
Yeah, I mean, they don't usually play that many. I mean, Abyss Spike is pretty much the premium target. And usually you can only just run those, maybe an additional target.
Is the barrier statue of the Torrent a fish?
No, it's Aqua.
It's an Aqua.
Yeah. Aqua.
You know, you like your barrier statues,
of course
do you?
I know my barrier status. I'm Italian.
Here we go.
Yep. And here comes an additional target. And yeah, we are probably gonna get the other, Abyss Spikes. This is usually the starting opener. You just play the 3 pikes and then sometimes an additional target. And yeah, this is the case.
Look at that, honestly. This is like, what a start from him. Here, maybe another Bahamut Shark.
Multiple toads.
Yeah.
What does this do, this new fish? The gluttonous reptolfin, Greethies.
I think you can special summon. Yeah, you can target 1 fish, sea serpent, or aqua monster in your graveyard.
It's kind of like an extender.
Yeah, basically you can special summon it but cannot activate its effect this turn. And then if this card is sent to the graveyard, as a synchro material, you can make the synchro monster gain 200 attack.
Because it's a tuner as well, so you know you can get into some synchro plays by doing this.
Yeah, there's a good level 7 that lets you return all like fish with the same name, like special summon them back. But I think Dominic's got so many monsters already that I'm not sure it's going to be helpful. Here comes the new Atlantean. Not had any new ones for a while.
Here are the XYZ summon, and this is the I think it's the
some of the support.
That's the new Atlantean Spirit.
Yep.
It allows you to extend by bringing back 1 water from the graveyard, and the target is going to be the Dragoon.
This Dragoon, he really doesn't get any
A
rest.
synchro? Interesting. Yeah. Not using the Dragoon effect, but instead using it for its level 4 body to get into the Deep Sea Prima Donna. Prima Donna.
Oh, and here.
And here it is.
Is it the Prima Donna that brought out the statue?
Or is the Prima Donna the statue itself?
Yeah, this is great because basically you can target 1 of your opponent's banished cards, and basically you can special summon a level 4 lower water monster from your deck, which is great.
What do you do with the... Do you return the banish card as well?
But you know the irony of it all? You're up against a water deck. That does close to nothing. Yeah.
That's quite funny, because, I mean, maybe Dominic doesn't know all of the Crystron cards being water.
Yeah.
I had to ask it. I was like, are they actually all water? I mean, maybe he doesn't know, because he saw Nyan's hand.
Yeah.
And, were there a couple of Crystrons in there?
Yes, I think so. But I mean,
He's still going, though.
yeah.
There is no rest for the Dragoon.
I mean, I would be shocked if he was fluent in Crystron, but yeah, usually you assume that bringing out the barrier statue is good against pretty much anything that is not a mirror match. Or Marine's, I guess. Not quite the case. And we can upgrade our synchros if we want.
Oh, the Prima Donna is a tuner as well, though, so that would be too many tuners.
Okay, that's yeah, great setup. Honestly, this is pretty much game winning against any other deck. It might be enough, but there was a talent which at least can force out one of the Toads afterwards. And here comes arguably the best deck of the, I think, the best card by far of the deck, which is this new support. Essentially, this card works a little bit, although quite differently from like Dolphin and you know, these kind of cards where Neospatian, I mean, where you can normal summon and then have a way to play around. Because anytime your opponent activates a card, it allows you to then pop and get it. Special summon a Crystron from deck and go into a synchro summon right away. So it's really, really good to play around Entraps going first or interruptions going second. But I mean, double Toad, it's tough. Yeah.
Yeah, Toad is one of the best interruptions in the game. It negates anything, and then just for good measure, you can set it to your own field. Here we see the Tristaros activating its effect.
And yeah, this is gonna get chained, which means at the end of it all, we can use the talent. This is particularly good because it shuts down the graveyard effects. So Toad has actually, in this case, a really good additional benefit that it sets them on your field. Because you can banish the Tristaros and then pop your own synchro and, you know, go off, but unfortunately not really available.
So here comes Talents. Is stealing a water synchro going to achieve anything? Does Nyan have cards in his hand to make use of it? No, just draw two.
No,
that's
gonna draw two.
Feels a pretty last-ditch option.
Can we find some additional ways to combo? Oh, we are actually negating or attempting to negate the statue, but yeah, I think not quite the case, because yeah, you cannot target it. But with double impermanence, it works out. So it turns out.
Must be Terratop time. That's the wind monster of choice.
Yep.
Yep, good call.
The terrifying Terratop.
We are reading it.
Has it been that long?
Yeah. We might be that old Tom.
I remember this card like it was yesterday. You special summon it from your hand, you get to search a Speedroid Takatomborg from your deck to your hand. Well, you can search any Speedroid card, but normally this one. And
really?
For no normal summon, you just get two monsters on the field, like two level 3s. Yeah, it's absolutely crazy.
From what I can remember, it was just a special summon a level 3 and then special summon you're already in Takatomborg.
Oh, I see. I don't think you were playing it quite right, Marcello. Yeah, you're not supposed to draw the Takatomborg.
My bad.
Oh, but there's the infantry being, you know, wow, and gets rid of the Terratop.
So let's see. I do see quite a few interruptions in the end from Dominic. And there comes the Tristaros, the best thing to start things off, as if you attempt to just do something, they can chain it and special summon, extending even more.
Yeah, I'm seeing another card in Nyan's hand, Talents, but Dominic got that impermanence instead of a monster effect, and that's not quite how that works. Yep. Yeah,
I mean, the nerves getting to him, but this is actually big because you reveal. Oh, is that could be a?
Was that it?
Yeah, this could be it. And it is only an impermanence was actually enough to shut down Nyan. Oof, and now Dominic might have a really good shot at claiming this this game quickly. Let's see if he has some engine.
Yeah, that can be the magic of Infinite Impermanence sometimes. It just ignores Triple Tactics talents, because if that was almost any other card, then Neon would have been able to use the talent, look at the hand, or draw some cards or whatever. It's such a powerful thing to just actually be a trap card and not a monster.
And we are... Oof, what an Ash.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. You think surely any other card except Teus would have been discarded if there was any other water monster in hand, so maybe there's no other water monsters in Dominic's hand.
Oh, he passed back.
Yeah, he's only holding, I think, Ash and Droll, so kind of a weird game too it is. And luckily Neon was able to stay in this, but only proceeding to the battle phase. Wow, what are they throwing into?
Dominic probably just praying for that Prince off the top. I'm not sure there's any other kind of one-card starters for the deck.
And
yeah,
what did he
that's a minstrel right there.
Yeah.
Definitely not the card you want when you've got no other monsters to combo it with.
Yeah. And you can see him smiling and passing back. What is happening?
We've gone back to Time Wizard 2010, I think.
Yeah, and this is a normal summon Terra Chop, which is still decent enough. And yeah, I mean, we have Impermanence and Ash, but we know talent is there, unfortunately, so I think it's kind of a no-brainer if we want to use something. But he's actually going for it. Wow, I'm surprised. He decided to go for Droll, which seems like probably the weakest of the options.
Yeah, you're right, especially when you know the talent is there, so you're going to lose another card. The Takatombok is actually a tuner, right? So I don't know if you can... Do the Crystrons require anything special? Are there any nice level 8s he can make?
Nope, I think.
I'm wondering, I can't remember the restriction. It had some restrictions to do with wind monsters, doesn't it? Maybe you can only synchro winds or something like that with Takatombok.
I think it's... No, it's not tuner at all.
Oh, it's not? Okay, I'm just making stuff up.
Okay,
I think you tribute it to someone. No, maybe.
Yeah, you can tribute it to someone back, and it was like the die card that you would play, the one where you can modulate the level, and yeah, that's probably why. But now we see the Cherubini. We shuffled back the Ash, so Impermanence is still available, but I think it was cost to send from Cherubini, right?
Yeah, it's one of those powerful cards where the cost is to send, but the effect is to modify the attack, so you still have to pay the cost.
But I think this is a bit of a weird spot, because it seems as if we have responded to the effect, but then I think Neon should have sent the card for cost.
Can we do anything with this Cherubini?
He's just considering his options, but I think Dominic is also left with one card in hand, right?
Yeah, we know it's just an Ash Blossom, unless it was shuffled away. One of the cards was shuffled away, so Dominic's just got the one left.
Okay, so we clarified with the judges that unfortunately the Impermanence was used on summon, so yeah, I should have waited a little bit longer. I mean, yeah, I think unfortunately it can happen, but this is still not too impressive from Neon. And we threw Pike, is it?
Yeah, it looks like Pike, so you can summon Pike and use the effect. I don't know how far it gets you, but it's something.
He's gonna try, I can tell you that much. And we see the Impermanence. Wow.
Maybe.
Very simplified game.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Maybe nicer to perhaps chain the SP, so you get to keep the SP. SP1.
Indeed.
Yeah, or SP2 and then Impermanence 3. A kind of classic Ryziel chain at the moment.
Doesn't go for it, and yeah, this still looks amazing for Neon.
Yeah, he's moving very fast now. I think he knows, well, when your opponent's got no cards in hand and you get access to your engine,
yeah,
you can
the
often...
inclusion is there, so...
Gonna get to see him go. It's a very nice feeling when your opponent has no interruptions. You know, you don't have to think about anything. You can just go through and use the muscle memory to do all of the effects and combos that you've been practicing. Just like you're at home in your room when you draw 5 cards and so I'll do this, this, and this.
Or just like you were doing yesterday with some Infernity combos, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Stay tuned to watch a replay of a final in which yeah, Tom participated back at UK Nationals 2014.
2014, yep. Oh, this is a blast from the past.
Talking of yeah, going back in time. Look at this, Cyber Dragon Infinity. Yeah, been a minute.
Speaking
honestly.
of 2014, I don't know. This front card's a bit older than a bit younger even than 2014.
Yeah, I think 2015. Is it? Yeah. I mean, it is a pretty good card, even in 2025. I'll tell you that much.
It's like a Cyber Dragon, totally awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna return the favor. Ooh, and this is a lot of damage. Talk about another blast from the past. Yeah, this does it because it attacks twice, and the Shambara. Yeah,
is that a 1-for-1?
Could be. Yes,
there it is.
The alternate art. We have not seen any Mulcharmies the entire match, and it seems like that will still be the case. No Fuvolos from Nayan, and yeah, 1-for-1 has always been an absolute insane card in combo decks, and still proves to be the case in 2025.
Do you like the new art, or are you an old art enjoyer of 1-for-1?
I do like it, but yeah, I think I'm faithful, loyal to just the old one, but yeah, it is pretty cool art, yeah.
I'm sure Nayan doesn't like it.
Yeah.
It's,
for a moment he probably hoped that was a different card, and then when he realized that was a 1-for-1, he probably was a bit disappointed. But
And this also seems a very promising start from Dominic, because Nayan,
yeah,
I think it's just letting him go and no interruption, so we may see what we witnessed in game 1.
I mean, just a single Neptavise can do so much. When you even special summon it, it's even more ridiculous. You can do so much, but at least as you've mentioned in game 1, there is no Mulling Glacier, so he's gonna keep a few more cards in his hand.
you've got to think though that the 1-for-1 just checks so many interruptions, right? There's almost just nib that couldn't be for the 1-for-1.
Yeah, and this is a big reveal. At the same time, he also revealed the Lightning Storm, which unfortunately pairs up kind of awful against you know, multiple totally awesome, which is usually the goal of the Mermail deck. But I mean, you gotta try your best.
Can the Crystron deck play Dominus Impulse too? Does it play Dominus Impulse?
I think he's not playing it. No.
I mean,
Oh, you want to play the wind cards, I suppose.
yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah. But yeah, here comes a bit of deja vu, I think. This is just the one Neptavise combo, which we're seeing in game 1. We're going to see again now in game 3.
Yeah. You can see that this is just the way he usually performs the combo to play around interruptions, even though he has already seen that there is no interruption from the end. But I mean, he doesn't have a fourth fish that he can summon anyways, so.
Yeah, here we go.
Yep.
Neptavise already done its job.
Yeah, as he sided out the additional one. No, still there. Here it is. I mean, he's going first, makes sense. And yeah, as you've mentioned, Tom, exactly same as game 1.
He's making a nice combo video for everyone at home, just in case you didn't get it the first time. This is how you do it.
Even the infantry ad, but the key difference is that there is not an impermanence banished, so this is even worse for Nayan, because he's gonna get a Nibiru at the end of it all, and that doesn't help at all.
Yeah, it's really not as good as having impermanence on your own turn. When do you get the nib back, actually? Is it because does the Prima Donna add the card back to your opponent's hand, maybe?
Yes.
But I think, I mean, that's good, but then by the time you've got the nib in hand, then the statue will be on the field if he's chosen to keep the statue in.
I think he might. Because like in game 1, even though he has seen a bit of the deck, his opponent impermanents it twice, actually. So, could be the case.
I guess it depends what you're afraid of, and also it depends if you have any other plans, because I guess he's devoted a couple of cards. He's clearly got this combo line set up in order to end on the barrier statue. So if you're not going to end on barrier statue, then you need a different idea.
Yeah,
but maybe he doesn't have that other plan.
And yeah, you can see him thinking a bit about it. Probably exactly about this. And we're gonna see the second, totally awesome. There it is.
And then back comes the tuner, maybe? Or it may be just a third totally awesome. That'd be even more fun.
I don't think. Is he even on 3?
It
Probably not, right?
Crazy, yeah. You'd have to run 3 Bahamut Sharks too.
Yep, here comes the tuner.
And this is pretty much what we witnessed in game 1, basically. Yeah, with the Prima Donna being Synchro Summon now, and it's just, considering where to summon it.
Yeah, he's thinking about playing around the targeting effects, but yeah, for now, doesn't have to worry about anything, as he already picked his opponent. And this is exactly what you were mentioning, Tom. The statue is still there. Makes so much sense. Nibiru is useless. But I think, he has chosen to. Okay, I mean, it makes sense.
I've forgotten what's in Nayan's hand. I hope Dominic's got a better memory than me. I remember the one Lightning Storm. I don't remember.
Yeah, it was mostly engine, I think. And you can see Nayan is essentially making sure that there are no more interruptions hidden, like in the graveyard. But I mean, this is good enough already. You cannot target any of the monsters protected by the Naptabis. And yeah, I mean, you're gonna use a Toad and okay, a monster. Wow, this is actually a clutch top deck off the top. What a draw. Woo. That's insane.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean,
you don't get the Toad to set the card, right? Yeah. But you do get the Toad to add back water from your grave if you want to. I don't think setting a Lightning Storm to the field will make a huge amount of difference either way.
Was it?
You trying to remember if it was in the hand?
No, I'm trying to think if it wasn't better to just go for Droplet and then Storm. Maybe, but I guess we'll see.
I guess do any of the other cards actually matter?
Yeah, it depends. I'm assuming he negated the... So, play is still back to Nayan. And again, throws for the third time in a row the premium normal summon. Fresh off Supreme Darkness.
Oh, a combination of both of them.
Yeah, this is a really good start. Wow, we might actually have a chance because he's out of cards right now. but he can push quite a bit.
Yeah, Dominic has the interruption of being able to banish and discard his heavy infantry, but destroying Crystrons doesn't seem to achieve very much. They just seem to come back stronger if you destroy them, so tough situation for Dominic.
Yeah, also if you attempt to activate any card while they still are holding into the 3 stars, you gave them a synchro summon for free. That's the big issue. So yeah, this is looking promising. Definitely there is hope.
Yeah, it is one of those situations where you're Dominic, you think, how is this happening? I saw his hand, I did my combo, what's going on right now?
But I mean, it was a clutch top deck, and sometimes just one card is enough to make the difference.
For sure.
Is this the Quandac? No.
This one is the LS.
Skeletus.
Yes.
Yeah. There it is.
And Mermail is famous for having a very explosive start, but it's also famous for having not very good follow-up if you can find a way through their field.
You remember the time when he had a follow-up with only one card? Let's see if you remember. That card. You had an Infernity yesterday. I was so charged.
And yeah, here comes the last form of interruption from Dominic. Popping the Skeletus, it seems.
Does it summon from the grave or banish the Skeletus when it's destroyed? Something like that?
Yep. From both.
From both? Oh, there you
either,
go.
you can say, yeah.
Oh, not both. That would be more fun.
No, yeah, both.
One
Meaning
from
either, but yeah. And yeah, here comes yet another of the effects of what is the premium card of the deck. 3 Staros able to special summon 2 Crystron monsters from deck. Ooh, and here comes the Infinity. Additional effects, by the way, which we then, let's see.
You have to attach it, right?
Yeah.
Hoovers things up.
Is it?
Just like the
Was
Toad.
it better than the Toad?
I don't. Doesn't it have targeting protection?
But no, yeah, because he didn't negate with Droplet. You're right. Yeah.
I mean, if you really wanted to, you could attack the Prince first and then hoover up the Toad afterwards.
El Prince.
Oh, the Prince. Yeah, sorry.
We'll see. Yeah. Now we still push more with the inclusion. Closer than we expected, for sure.
Yeah, I don't know how the sort of grind game, and some decks, they do a lot, but if your opponent's got a bunch of monsters in play, it can be difficult to efficiently out them all. So I don't know about the Crystron deck's ability to
efficiently
do it. Yeah.
Fish. Actually.
It's like having Leo sat next to me.
Yeah. Fishbacks.
But I think Negan is navigating through this quite well, honestly. Yeah? It's just trying to find its way. Let's see if the Infinity will be enough, though, because...
I mean, similarly to the previous turn, Nyan is pretty much free to combo, knowing every single interruption is gone from his opponent, so...
They just seem to keep coming back out of the graveyard, all of these Crystrons, and destroying themselves. And then you get to summon more from the deck each time they are destroyed.
Yeah, in a way they are operating quite similarly, setting up this negation on the one side, the Totally Awesome, on the other, the Infinity. And then just going off next to them. And seems like we are finally moving to the battle phase. Not quite sure what he attacked into.
think the Toad, I think they're just calculating how much damage gets done.
Yeah.
Because the Toad got halved.
But there is also a buff from the Mermail XYZ, right? I believe, let me check.
He gives like 2.
It's an Atlantean.
Atlantean, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 300 for each for each material, so I guess 600 only. So it 2814, yeah, so not quite. Imagine. That could have been an interesting way to lose.
But the Infinity gains attack equal for 200
it's 25
per
I think
material,
at the moment. Probably not the additional as well, so 27. And yeah, right now we passed back. 10 minutes remain, and we go to normal summon Neptabis.
Is the statue now back online? So you've got to keep that in mind for man. I think it's Tristaris. It lets you synchro during your opponent's turn, right? As well? No, the other one, the Tristaris.
Yeah. Yeah, basically, yeah, you can use it. Yeah, it's a quick effect.
But currently, only water monsters can be summoned. Not a massive issue for Dominic.
Yeah, no, I mean, he can. I think he can deal with that.
Do you play any monsters that aren't water? Just like maybe one Fuvalos and well, some number of Fuvalos and Ash. Otherwise, all water here. What is the effect of the new Atlantean when it gets sent to the grave as a... Is it...
But we are having a judge call real... So... We were back at this normal summon of Neptabis, from which we are going to just respond.
So it looks like not a lot was re-round. We just seem to be picking up where we left off, which is always nice to see.
Yeah. And here the cluster gets activated. And let's see if Dominic can play around the Infinity being on the field and also the cluster. He now activated its effect.
Seems like quite a powerful card here, allowing you to shuffle a Crystron back from your grave to the deck and then destroy a card on the field. And given it's a trap, and it's a continuous trap, I guess you can just use that every turn. But once might be enough. Get that Prince straight off the field.
That's it. Now Dominic is considering his options. He's just left with 2 cards in hand. And let's see what he picked up for turn.
So
what was it? Teos and
an Abyss Shrine.
Yeah.
He's going to allow that through. I would have been very excited just to click my Cyber Dragon Infinity instantly. And like, nope, you discard 2, I'm going to getting that, but might as well get a Synchro Summon out of it first and then just deal with whatever comes off the shrine.
Yeah, showing a bit of patience, and now we are finally accessing a Synchro Summon.
quite a lot to happen in one effect, isn't it? You get to special and synchro all before the...
And it's going to be Quarion Gandrax.
That was quite good, actually. You waited a while before saying it, and I think you got that spot on.
Quarion Gandrax. That's better. Yeah. So here it is. And yeah, we're gonna get this summon, but we still have, as you've mentioned, Infinity. And most importantly now, we have 3 materials for this card, and we can banish 3 cards with the effect potentially, which is wild.
Yeah, that seems to be as many as Dominic has, but he's going to get to use the effect on summon, it looks like, of this new Atlantean, main deck Atlantean, the Sidra.
And now Nayan is thinking, but the strength of the card is, I believe he can banish from graveyard as well. Yeah, you can target cards in the graveyard as well, and so even though back in the day when Mermail was played, this would not work with cards like DD Crow, I believe nowadays it's quite a different story.
I'll take your word for it. I was thinking about that just now because I think in Europe it used to work.
But I am pretty positive that it did change. So this could totally work, and let's see what he decides to go for.
But I think even if he just takes the approach of banishing all the cards on the field, I think he'll still be okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, he doesn't have to know this niche ruling.
Yeah, also because you can just use the Infinity afterwards, so it's okay. It seems like Nayan really was able to pull off this comeback, but let's see. Now there are about 5 minutes left, but regardless, he's above also in terms of life points. And yeah, he does banish the graveyard as well.
That must be the effect of the Atlantean, bouncing it. We were excited to pay the cost, but you do actually... Maybe the effect is to bounce a card on the field to the hand. Seems very possible.
Yeah, basically if this card is normal special summon, basically you can send one Atlantean or Mermail monster from deck to the graveyard to target what card is control and then return
to the hand. So, yeah, it's all gone. So pass back to Nayan, who is in the driving seat and can push quite a lot of damage this turn.
Yeah, he's just got 1 card coming. Oh, he's actually got another card in his hand still. Okay.
Yeah, for turn.
Yeah, I was wondering if there was some way you could just pop your own synchro, but I guess you don't need to do that when you have other cards in your graveyard to destroy it or destroy something else. Only needs a measly 3,500 extra damage to come out of his deck. His hand's moving impressively fast now. I suppose when your opponent doesn't have any interruptions.
It's a bit easier, yeah?
Yeah, you might as well get out all those jitters from being on the stream.
I think here it just matters of making some calculation, because he may be able to seal the game.
Yeah, definitely. Inclusion, it's the graveyard yet again, and the last card. Oh, wow, yeah, that is enough. You can see the fist bump.